sorry. I'm going to bring up the first comedian for the night. A very funny gentleman. Been emailing me for a while before he got up here, and his name is Steve Jans. Very funny guy. And give a warm round of a welcome, Wayne, for Steve Jans.
Thank you, Mr. Bateman. That is not as bad as this kid in Bismarck. His parents, Mr. and Mrs. Hoff, H-O-F-F, felt free to name their kid Jack. So, could have been worse.
I'm changing my name legally now.
There you go, there you go. I've got a good friend that likes to ask somewhat off-the-wall questions. For instance, he asked me, are you a folder or a water? Now, I had no idea what he's talking about. I guess I'm kind of naive. So I go, what is a folder or a wad? Do you fold or wad your toilet paper? I go, well, I guess I'm a wadder. I had no idea there was an option. Have you ever had a song, heard a song and have it go through your head over and over again? Just couldn't get rid of it? That's kind of what folder and wadder did to me. So I did what any normal-minded person would do. I Googled it. Got like 1,486,003 hits. The thing that surprised me the most was that there was actually someone else in the world that had pondered that question. UrbanDictionary.com defines a folder as a technical term used by the toilet paper industry to describe a person who neatly folds the toilet paper over itself before cleansing themselves. One of the most fun things was on YouTube, all of the videos that pertain to this subject. One of them in particular, they called it actually folder and scruncher. They took Hershey's chocolate syrup and put it on a pan. Then they would fold toilet paper and wad toilet paper and see which did the best job of cleaning it without getting their hands dirty. I know, you'll never look the same way at a bottle of Hershey's chocolate syrup again. You may be in a restaurant sometime after dinner and the waitress will come up and ask if you want a chocolate sundae. You're gonna go, no ma'am, I don't believe so. Make it hot fudge. Before toilet paper was invented and readily available, there were a number of things that people used to cleanse themselves. Among them were pages from old catalogs, moss, and corn cobs. Now I can understand the pages and the moss, but a corn cob? I mean, what about the guy that came up with this idea in the first place? I've eaten corn on the cob all my life. Never once have I looked at a cob and said, I'm going to take that in the bathroom and wipe my ass. Several years ago, Sheryl Crow was flying around the country in her private jet, trying to get the rest of us to conserve. One of the things she said in her speeches, and I'm going to read this so I don't misquote this mental giant, there should be a limit on the number of squares of toilet paper that can be used in any one sitting. We are an industrious enough people that we can make it work with only one square per restroom visit, except on those pesky situations where 2 or 3 might be required. Well now, how are you going to enforce something like that? You're going to have some sort of a toilet paper policeman? He'd go around to different houses when it's time. He'd get down there and look. Wow, you really got a pesky situation going there. I'm sorry, but I can only authorize 3 squares of paper. You're just going to have to make it work. I need my mic stand for this. This is going to be a little bit like show and tell. Okay. Here's a way to do it with 1 square of toilet paper. You take the paper, fold it in half. Fold it in half one more time. Now the corner that would be this center of this square of toilet paper, you want to tear that off. Be sure to hang on to that piece. Okay, you put the toilet paper over your finger. You cleanse yourself. Then very carefully take that toilet paper off and cleanse your finger. Now if you try this at home, don't put it in your pocket like I'm going to do. Make sure you throw it away, because whoever washes your clothes doesn't want to go in there and find a piece of crappy toilet paper. And then, the corner that you took off, if there's any residual under your fingernail, that's what you use to clean it up. So I wonder if that's the way Sheryl Crow does it. In my research, John Wayne toilet paper came up. I had no idea what that meant, so I Googled it. Turns out John Wayne toilet paper is a military term used to define or describe the low-grade toilet paper that's enclosed in the MRE accessory packets. It's called John Wayne toilet paper because it's rough, tough, and it doesn't take shit off anybody.
So, I don't know how to talk shit after that.
John was so nervous.
Fuck, I had a lot of stuff I was going to say too, and lost it all.